Welcome back to the Newcastle Rebuild. This is episode 5, the first episode of season 2, and we are going to kick things up a notch. Okay, so instead of going through each transfer individually, we are going to come back at the end of the transfers that we have done, show you who has come in, who has come out, and just pick this up a little. So we are going to make that big push for European football. That's the aim this season. It's probably unrealistic as long as we are improving. So as long as we are at least improving on 10th position, we will be happy. Right, so we have done the pre-season tournament and got knocked out in the semi-final. Here is the same starting 11 that we had last season. Okay, I like the progression in this side. I'm going to try and keep this side. Okay, so the transfers for this season are mainly going to focus on strengthening the whole squad. Okay, so this is the second team here currently. Obviously we have made a few sales, so there's some obvious gaps to plug. For example, we need another striker to play alongside João Pedro. We also need another centre back to play alongside Fabian Schär, and a new left back would be great, and then we could loan out Devine, which would be great. So that's 3 signings. So we're going to try and make those signings, and then any other 2 on top would be great, even if it's to just strengthen depth, some free agents, anything. But that's what we're going to look for. Right, here we are at the 7th of August, which is our first game of the season and is against Man United. But as we said we would, here is a lowdown of the transfers. Muto moving to Dusseldorf for 2.25 million. Dummett moving to Marseille for 5.7. Toure is out on loan once again, but this is with an obligation to buy at the end of the season. Lejeune come back from loan at the end of last season, and he has gone to Villarreal for 10.5 million. Dean Henderson coming in for 44.5 million plus Dubravka. So that was a big decision to do that one just now. He came in at the same overall as Dubravka, but he is 8 years younger, which is why we've made that decision. Todibo joining from Barcelona for 17 million will go straight into that second team, and then hopefully eventually replace Lascelles in the first team. Marega coming in as a free agent, but I'm just going to click on him and show you. He's 79 million. He's just finished his contract at Porto, but look at those stats: 93 stamina, 90 sprint speed, 90 strength. Like, he is going to be a beast for the sub team, coming in at 79 overall with a value of 15.5 million, and he was signed for nothing. Rico Henry coming in as a sub left back, sitting at 75 overall, got potential of around 80, 79, so he will be good to challenge Jamal Lewis in that first team slot. Andy Carroll moving to Midtjylland for 1.8 million. Ken Darlow moving to Leeds United for 9.4 million, and Ryan Fraser just 2 days ago moving to Everton for 18 million. So that currently leaves us with 43.65 million, and our teams are now looking like this. The first team looking the exact same, but Solomon has actually gone up to 80 overall. St. Maximin has gone up to 84, so looking strong on the wings. The sub team looking like this: Todibo coming in there, Rico Henry as well, and Marega up top. Okay, we actually haven't made our last signing, so I just thought I'd let you know the last thing we're going to do is look for a left mid. We're going to do that before the United game, but then that will be our transfers over, so I'll be back when we have a left mid. Right, and there we have it. We have just bought Kennedy from Chelsea for 8.3 million. He's just back from a loan, a sub left midfielder, so we're paying 0.3 of a million more than we just sold Fraser for, but he's 2 years younger and he's the same overall, so he will develop and be better than him. He's also valued at 21 million, so I think that's a bit of a snip. Just under 3 million under his value, so we'll take that. So that is all of our allotted 5 transfers in done for the season. So we are ready to go. Right, so here we go. First game of the season is going to be against Manchester United. Any new signings? Doesn't look like it from last season. Although they've signed Daley Blind, they've got him back from Ajax, which is very strange. We've got our first squad out here. Obviously, some improvements in terms of overall from last season. Let's see if we can start off on a good note. No, we cannot. I mean, 1 goal conceded to Man United is not bad. 58th minute, 1-0 United. Right, here we go. Second game of the season. Can we pick up that all-important first victory against Leeds? Let's find out. No, we can't, but we get our first point of the season in a 2-2 draw. Right, third game of the season against Arsenal. Joelinton has hit that 80 overall spot. Bastoni has gone to 81. Can we put in a good performance and beat Arsenal at our own ground? Probably not. 1-1 though, that's not bad. We'll take 1-1. Goals for Joelinton, not bad. Right, time for the second team to have their first outing of the season in this cup match versus Brentwood. We have debuts for Kennedy, Henry and Todibo. Marega has come on for definite as a sub in the league, but surely we can win this one and go through to the third round of the League Cup. 1-0, Henry getting a goal on his debut. Good start for him. 2 points from our first 3 games of the season. We need to be improving on that. Can we get a result against Fulham with our first team out? Can we do this? We don't. We lose 1-0 to Fulham. Awful start to the season. 5th game of the season against Everton. Ryan Fraser returning against us. Can we get out of this awful rut and get our first win of the season? Let's find out. Yes, we can. Goals from Drew in the first minute and Dodo later on. Right, we got our first win in the last game. This is going to be a tough challenge against a good Chelsea side, but can we get at least a point to keep this momentum going? Yes, we can. Drew equalising, and we will take that point against Chelsea. A big game here in the next round of the Carabao Cup against Wolves. Can we get a victory with this second team out? Although it does look pretty strong still, so hopefully we can. We do. Marega with a double. The free signing coming in clutch. Right, next game in the Prem against newly promoted Watford, who have started the season strong and have Dwight Gale up front, our former player. Can we get a result against them? 1-1 draw. Not the best game, but we will take the point. Right, next Premier League fixture against Burnley, who have got off to a flying start, sitting in 3rd place, and they actually have Tottenham's Lucas Moura on the right wing. So this could be a tough challenge, to be honest. And there we go, 1-1 draw. Solomon picking up the goal for us. Right, here we go. This is definitely the toughest challenge of the season so far, facing this Man City side, who have recruited Upamecano and Richarlison. Can we at least get a draw again? Hopefully something better, but I doubt it. We are at home. 3-0 loss. Ouch. Another huge game here with Liverpool struggling as well for form, but so are we. So hopefully we can get something out of this game. Players progressing nicely. We just need the team to come together now. And although Drew is flying up in overalls, we need him to be as best as he can be as soon as possible. So let's go face this Liverpool side. And a 3-0 loss again. That is a big loss and not one shot, which is awful. Here we go. Once again in the Carabao Cup, can we get a result against a Portsmouth side? Let's find out. Dan James has been wanting more game time, so this is his chance to shine. 3-0. Goals from Todibo, Kraft and Shaw. 3 defenders, but we'll take the win. Just a couple of days later, a hard game here against Spurs. Can we get something out of this game? No Harry Kane in the lineup. Could this be the chance? No, it is not. 1-0 Spurs. This game is extremely important with us sitting literally in 17th place. Can we get something from West Ham at least? We need to. 2-1 win, get in. St Maximin Lewis with the goals. We needed that. Right, Wolves are struggling in the league, in the relegation zone at the moment. We won our last game. We beat Wolves in the cup as well. Can we get another victory over them? Yes, we can. 1-0 though. We left it close and only one chance and we scored. Here we go. Southampton, who've been in similar form to us, to be honest. Can we get a result? 1-1 draw. Okay, Drew with the goal again, so he's in good scoring form, but we just couldn't capitalise. Here we go, a clash against Sheffield United. Players starting to improve again. Bastoni going up to 82, Lewis going up to 80 overall, Joelinton up to 81. Things are looking up. We want everyone in this first team to be 80 overall by the end of the season. Drew may not be, but everyone else, there's no reason why they shouldn't be. Let's see if we can get a result against Sheffield United. We've brought in Batshuayi. Yes, we can. 2-1. Goals from Joelinton and Longstaff. 15th plays 16th. Can we get some form of good result over our rivals in here, Villa? We're playing pretty well, so hopefully we can continue that. And a 1-1 draw. Okay, not great, but we stay above them. December is actually jam-packed with games. Dodo up to 80 overall and Drew up to 74. We're still using the first team against Brentford here, even though we have United in the cup in a couple of days, because the league has to be our focus. Henderson also up to 84. Can we get a result? 1-1 draw again, not good enough. Too many chances missed. Here we go, our big cup game against Man United, who have signed Antoine Griezmann, which is a good signing. Improvements across the board in the team, for example, James, João Pedro and Henry and Todibo. Not expecting a result here, but it'd be nice to get one. Let's find out how we get on, shall we? 2-0 loss, ouch, out of the Carabao Cup. Here we go, Leicester now back in the Premier League. Let's try and get a result against these. We need to get back onto a good run of wins, and that's not how to do it with a 1-1 draw. Midweek game under the lights against Nottingham Forest, even though it's being played at 3 PM, but we won't mention that. The second team are out because we have another game on Saturday, so hopefully the second team can get our result for us. Can they put some past newly promoted Nottingham Forest? No, 0-0. 7 shots, 7 chances, no goals. Ouch. Here we go, big game against Southampton. We need to get a run of form going. Can we beat them? The answer is no. That is a crushing loss. 1-0. Last match of the episode here. Again, the second team is out because it's only a couple of days later against Wolves. We've beaten twice this season already, in league once and in the cup. Can we do it for a third time running? Please, we need a win. 2-1 loss. This awful form will finish the episode. So here we are, 1st of January, and we are sitting in 16th. We are not doing good. We are literally 5 points off the relegation zone. Sitting at the top of the table, you have Man City by 9 points, which is a good lead already. We need to improve in this second half of the season. Our objective from the board was to get Europa League. My objective was to push towards Europa League, and yet our team is better, our squad depth is greater, but we are sitting in 16th. This is brutal. Leave in the comments down below how bad a job I'm doing, or leave some advice for me on players to sign in the January transfer window. We'll be back with part 2 of the season very soon. Subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content, and we'll see you next time.